I will talk to you guys about the introduction for this project. So first of all, a network diagram shows how a computer or communication network is structured visually. Not only that, it also demonstrates the network's routers, devices, hub and firewall as well as how they interact. Next, it also shows that different sorts of network diagrams are available and they can show different kinds of network. Not only that, network technology is essential for tying together various business and organization. Last but not least, connecting various buildings in one office to improve the data accessibility is one of the use for network technology.
Hi, my name is Sabrina Asha with the metric number of 82929, and in this presentation I will be presenting task 1B. So for task 1B, we have to indicate essential technical specification of all network components and transmission media used, provide justification for the essential technical specification, and relate them to practicality and cost effectiveness. So let's start. So for the first component is switches. So the type of switches we use is, for the Office A, we use 16 port managed gigabyte network switch, and for Office B, we use 9 port managed gigabyte network switch. So the justification for the switches that we use is the 1 Gbps transfer data rate provided by gigabyte network switches is sufficient for all office operations. Employee won't experience a connection issue anymore. This switch requires less wiring than a fast Ethernet switch, which makes it cost effective because an organization won't need as much cabling. Okay, so for the next component is cable, and for this task we chose to use UTP C86. So the justification for our choice is the cable has a maximum length of 100 meters and maximum data rate of 1 Gbps. And the adaptability of UTP further enhances its easy installation. It is the most versatile cabling and works with most other major significant networking system and doesn't need grounding. The most affordable cable for networking purpose, since it is smaller, the installation will be simpler because it does not fill up wiring ducts. At a longer distance, C86 offers a noticeably faster data rate transfer. Okay, so for the next component is router, and for router we decided to choose a wireless router. Okay, the justification for us choosing a wireless router is users can access network resources on these wireless networks from almost anywhere within their primary networking environment. Users also can use their devices anywhere without worrying about range connection, but it is significantly more expensive than cable networking. So the next component is hub, and for hub we decided to use an intelligent hub. Intelligent hub has been proven that it gives your LAN unmatched performance. If a problem is discovered with a physical device, it is simple to identify, diagnose, and fix. Next is a modem. A modem, we chose to use a cable modem. A modem connects your computer to your internet service provider, ISP, so that you can access the internet. Since we can easily set up the cable modem on our own, it is cost effective. The wired advantage of the wired connection is strong, reliable internet. The drawback is that since you are plugged in, it is not ideal for portable devices, but having a wired solution is a wonderful choice for stationary activities like video conference call or online meetings. So the last component is printer, and for printer we chose a laser printer. So in contrast to ink tanks, laser toner cartridges don't need to be changed as frequently, and they won't clog up as inkjet printhead occasionally do. if you wait weeks or months between prints. They also move quicker, so laser printers have a high monthly print volume in addition to being speedier. The print volume is the suggested monthly output for your printer to operate at peak efficiency. Okay, that's all for my presentation. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Aida Sofia binti Ahmad Fikri and my matrix number is 83091. So today I'm going to present the question 1C. Indicate the suitable network technology to be used for inter-building connections to link both offices together. Justify your choice of technology in terms of practicality and cost effectiveness. So for the first technology is, we use a wired workstations. This is because it provides high bandwidth, low latency, and it is more reliable compared to wireless connection. For the next technology is, we use a wired server. A wired server or wired connections offer more reliable and high-speed connections, ensuring fast access to company files and training videos. For the next technology is wireless router. So a wireless router will provide a longer and a better range of connection. It is more easy to connect with a new device and easy to maintain and repair. It is also possible to update the software of the router without having to replace with a new router. For the next technology is, we use a wireless printer. This allows us to print or scan the document via Wi-Fi connection provided by the router. So for example, an employee in Office A needs hard copies made by employee in Office B. So employee in Office A can print the document using printers in Office B. For the next technology is Air-Fiber 25 HD antenna. So we use a wireless Air-Fiber 25 HD antenna. This technology is a radio cage technology that uses high-frequency harmonics to create a total internal reflection in thin air, making air into fiber optic cable. So this technology provides puff loss degradation due to rain fading. If it is raining, the employee will not have a problem regarding connections. So this technology is a worthwhile investment and worth money because it gives an incredibly good connection even though it is raining.
Is open mesh technology. It is very cost effective in terms of installation and maintenance compared to wired networks. It centralizes the management for convenient configuration and monitoring, supports self-healing capabilities to ensure continuous connectivity, provides flexibility and easy deployment without extensive cabling, and last but not least, it also offers scalability, which is allowing easy expansion or reduction of Wi-Fi coverage. The next technology is branch office VPN, which is virtual private network. The business can effectively secure the network, secure remote access to organizational resources and application. It's also a very cost-effective alternative to lease lines or dedicated connections. Not only that, it's also the scalability and flexibility for accommodating the multiple branch locations. It also enhances the productivity by enabling the work from anywhere, centralized network management for simplified administration, and also data security and compliance through encryption and authentication. It also supports for disaster recovery and business continuity strategies. The next and last technology is mobile devices. So the flexibility and convenience for mobile employee to connect the device to the network. It also supports the use of productivity tools such as email, calendar, task management, and documenting editing apps for efficient workflow and management. Last but not least, it also supports the adoption of bring your own device policies and also helps to reducing the hardware cost for the organization.
Hello, my name is Elvin, and I'm going to talk about the file server and the web server. So let's take a look at the file server first. The file server is basically a computer or network device dedicated to storing and managing data files, also providing access to other computers over a local communications network. It is often an essential part of an organization or company as it serves as a centralized file storage where multiple users may access it simultaneously. This leads to a more efficient file sharing and enhanced collaboration among the employees, which are very important for a company to operate smoothly. It also makes it possible to centralize the security management of the file storage so that it's always safe and secure. Now we know where is the file server, now let's take a look at its placement. Basically, the file server should be placed close to the users due to the following reasons: shorter physical cables, higher data transfer speed, and reduced network latency. Other than easy configuration and setup, shorter cable lengths also shortens the travel distance of network traffic, which reduces network latency and enhances response times during file accessing. To optimize the performance of the file server, the permissions policy of the file server should be maintained strictly to ensure that the data stored is always secure. For example, not all employees can have the permissions to edit or delete files from the server. Otherwise, the important documents of files stored in the server may be changed or removed by certain employees without the acknowledgement of the others. We also need to make sure to have a proper hardware for this file server so that it can meet the expected file server load and have sufficient processing power to work smoothly with multiple users. So that's about the file server, and now let's look at the web server. The web server is a software or hardware, or sometimes a combination of both, that stores and delivers the content of a website to the browser, typically in HTTP format. So how does the web server work? The user enters the URL of the website in the browser, and the browser fetches the IP address of the domain name and requests the file from the web server using HTTP. The web server then processes the request and responds by sending back the file requested to the browser, allowing it to show the web page. After learning how it works, now we take a look at its placement as well. The web server shall be placed in a data center or a server room due to the need of dedicated infrastructure, high-speed connectivity, and proper security, where in this case, the web server can be placed alongside the file server. As you can see from the network diagram below, we have placed both servers together in an enclosed space, which is the server room, and they are connected to the main router, which enables them to be accessed by all employees of the company. Lastly, the optimization of the web server. Other than having proper hardware and security measures, it is important to optimize the performance of the web server by implementing caching mechanisms. Besides enhancing the website visitors' experience, web caching also improves response times and reduces server load. Another way is to reduce the number of redirects in the web page. Redirects are codes used to request browsers to send users to another URL from the current ones. They can increase the page load times, which can become a huge impact to the web server performance if the number of redirects goes up. Minimizing redirects by removing unnecessary redirects from the web page can also improve the overall performance of the web server.
Hello everyone, I'm Harold Henry. My metric number is 82580. Today going to explain about the access control strategy for Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. The first technique we can use is monitoring and reporting. Monitoring tools are software or applications used by organizations to track and analyze employees' internet usage during business hours. They provide detailed reports on websites, visit duration and frequency, helping identify misuse or excessive usage. Monitoring tools serve as a deterrent, promoting compliance with policies and increasing productivity. Organizations should inform employees about the implementation, emphasizing productivity and maintaining a professional environment. Corrective actions such as counseling or discipline can be taken for policy violations. Balancing monitoring with privacy and trust is crucial. Overall, monitoring tools are essential for enforcing policies, optimizing resource usage, and addressing potential issues. So the next technique that we can use is bandwidth management. So it is a technique that can be employed to prioritize business critical applications and limit available bandwidth for social media platforms during office hours. Quality of service (QoS) mechanisms can be used to prioritize important applications while assigning lower priority or limited bandwidth to social media platforms. Bandwidth limits and caps can be set for social media to prevent excessive resource consumption. Traffic shaping and throttling can control network traffic flow, allowing for reduced bandwidth during peak work hours. By implementing this technique, organizations can strike a balance between providing access to social media and ensuring optimal network performance for critical business operations, thereby promoting productivity and efficiency in the workplace. Next, we can use mobile device management technique. MDM solutions help organizations manage company-provided mobile devices. With MDM software, administrators can control and limit access to social media apps during work hours. They can enforce policies, restrict app pictures, and remotely manage devices. MDM ensures device security and allows granular control over social media access. It also helps track device usage, including social media activity, for policy enforcement. MDM simplifies device management and promotes productivity use of mobile devices in workplace. So next, we can use user authentications and access control technique. So user authentication and access control technique are crucial for network security. Two-factor authentication enhance security by requiring users to provide multiple credentials, reducing the risk of unauthorized access. It combines something that user knows, which is their password, with something that they possess, which is their smartphone, to verify identity. Implementing two-factor authentication protects against password theft and other attacks. Access control mechanisms such as ACLs and RBAC limit access to social media platforms to authorized roles or departments. Regular policy review ensure access rights align with business needs. So the last technique that I'm going to share to you guys is regular review and updates. So regularly reviewing and updating access controls for social media users is crucial to address emerging threats. Organizations should stay informed about the latest trend and security risks, evaluating their existing measures and make necessary changes. Keeping up with industry news and training employees also help maintain a secure environment. By staying proactive, organizations can mitigate risks and ensure secure social media usage. That's all. Thank you.
To conclude this report, it is from the essential knowledge that we have gained from the communication and computer network course is on how to create a practical network setup for an office. We also propose the improvement in terms of signaling, select the most suitable and cost-effective network technology, ensure the network security, and also optimize the server performance. The report also highlights the relevant research about direction, insights, issues, and also limitation in the subject. That's all from us. Thank you.